Now it's time for our F's and our A's, and we are going to start with you, Tara.
Okay. My F goes to President Trump for his childish and baffling Easter Sunday greeting on Truth Social. Before wishing the public a happy Easter, he lied about former President Biden letting in millions of criminals. He accused people of cheating in the 2020 election to get President Biden elected, and he accused him of being the worst president. How was anyone supposed to have a happy Easter after that?
Rick?
My F also goes to Donald Trump for his attacks on Jerome Powell and his threats to the independence of the Federal Reserve Bank. Trump apparently isn't doing enough damage to the economy by waging an international trade war. His attacks on the Federal Reserve are also adding to market volatility. And Donald Trump's beef with them is he wants lower interest rates. Well, if he wants lower interest rates, he should reconsider most of his economic policies because those are the ones that are expected to raise interest rates.
I totally hear you, Rick. Well, my F goes to the attack and continued sexual assault on children in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. According to UNICEF, up to 45% of nearly 10,000 sexual violence cases are against children and happened in January and February of this year. About a child was raped every 30 minutes in the wake of this heightened tension between M23 armed groups and government forces. We need these perpetrators to be punished in the International Criminal Court.
And you're talking about in Africa.
That's right.
Yes, and so now we, of course, want to leave you with some good news, starting again with you, Tara, your A.
My A goes to the residents of Chelsea, Michigan. When a local bookstore owner needed to move her shop contents, she put out a call to the community for assistance. Forming a book brigade, supporters of Serendipity Books passed the books hand to hand from the old shop to the new shop, and they even put the books on the shelves in alphabetical order.
Wow. Rick?
My A goes to Chobani Yogurt, which announced this week it's expanding by building a 1 million square foot manufacturing facility in Rome, New York. It's going to make it the largest dairy facility in the country. They're committing over $1 billion to this project. Already a major force in central New York's economy, the new plant is expected to employ more than 1,000 workers when it's finished.
Excellent. Anirban.
My A goes to the life and legacy of His Holiness Pope Francis. He sought to reform the church by tackling elitist mentalities among the clergy, demanding a compassionate approach to people who are marginalized by the church, and he was an untiring ally to the vulnerable and the forgotten. May His Holiness rest in peace and power and give us the resolve to resist dehumanization of people and walk with the excluded.
Indeed. Rick, I'd like to go back to your F concerning the Federal Reserve Chairman. Do you think that Trump is going to fire him perhaps in the future, next year, before his term?
He's not going to fire him. It's not clear he can. The question will be, will he be reappointed? At this point, I would say no, but the markets matter, and all of this talk has caused, especially the bond market to fall, which has caused a lot of alarms to go off in the White House. So I think it's going to depend on some things. Right now, I would say he would not be reappointed.
He would not.